Hello everyone, I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, go ahead and scroll through my YouTube videos and let's get to know each other. Today I am coming to you from our storage unit. See the storage facility here, and this is our life in a box. And I had to try to find some stuff today, so I'm gonna kind of pick through this stuff a little bit and then have a chat with you guys. So on that note, let's go ahead and do it. Good grief. What I find amazing is how much stuff isn't in here. So, when we moved the first time, if you've been following along, we moved twice in Savannah. The first time was from man, my glasses are dirty. Well, it was basically a 3-bedroom townhouse into a 1-bedroom apartment. And probably when we did that move, we probably downsized 70 to 80%. And then when we did the final move from that 1-bedroom apartment to Macon, we knew that we would be moving all that stuff into a storage unit. So we probably downsized another 50%, give or take. And what you see behind me is basically the essentials. I mean, got our couch, which is a sectional, our dresser, that's the cushions for the couch, a small amount of kitchen stuff, my kegerator, very important, my kegerator, like a dining room table, and then, I mean, this is just some miscellaneous stuff here, and then a number of radio-controlled airplanes and drone stuff, which I'm going to talk to you about a little bit. I don't really talk about it much, or really at all. I can't recall any time I've ever really talked about it on the vlog, but one thing that I'm sort of I have an unhealthy obsession with is radio control. And I mean, I love radio control airplanes. I'm surrounded by, let's see, 1, 2, 3, there's at least 4 that are visible, and I think there's 2 more hiding between the cushions over there. It's something I love. I love building them. I love flying them. I'm a complete nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then also radio-controlled cars and stuff. This one, I've got half a mind to take this one out of here right now and work on it, as it needs a little TLC. The reason I was bringing that up is because the past few days, it's been in a rut. Just, you know, that just happens at times. You just get in a rut, and you know, and I'm just sitting there and I'm just thinking, why on earth am I just in such just blah? And I was trying to think back to how did I get myself out of a rut in the past. So when I started thinking back, you know, how did I get myself out of a rut in the past? You know, I had this stuff. I mean, I just love doing it. There was just something calming about spending weeks building and fixing and putting together, and then going and flying, and I don't know, a sense of pride, or just completion, or just feeling good about myself because I accomplished something. Probably the last time I really spent any time with this stuff was probably 3 to 4 years ago. Probably closer to 3. Just because things have financially just been so awful that I just couldn't afford it. Radio control is probably one of the most expensive hobbies out there that you can have. I mean, a lot of the guys that I used to do this stuff with, they said that, you know, it would be cheaper to rebuild classic cars than it is to fly radio controlled airplanes. And after doing it for years and years and years, I could probably say there's probably a lot of truth to that. I mean, I just found myself spending thousands upon thousands of dollars in the past on this stuff. It's crazy. Clearly, that was a much better financial time. At that time, I had a really great job. I mean, wifey was working full-time at that time. I was working full-time and making a ton of money. Everything was great. I mean, there was one time in particular, and wifey won't let me live it down, that I had a FedEx truck, a UPS truck, a DHL truck, and the USPS truck all show up at the apartment at the same time. They were all lined up, and they all had big packages for me full of radio control stuff. It was crazy, but I loved it. I don't know how easily that translates if that's not something you're into, but the people that, like I said, I used to do this stuff with, they can all relate. Like, there was just this rush. You get that box. And this stuff comes in huge boxes. I mean, enormous boxes. I mean, it doesn't matter how small. Like, the box that this plane would have come in could have been damn near the size of one of the pieces of my couch. So, I mean, I don't know. It was just exciting. Basically, once all that kind of fell apart on me, all this stuff kind of just got retired, and it's just sitting, which is unfortunate. But the beauty of it is that it doesn't take much to revive all this stuff and get it going. So hopefully someday pretty soon I'll be able to do it. But part of the reason I don't talk about it is because it depresses me to talk about it, because I miss being able to do it. However, I do want to talk about some of the stuff in this container. Uh-oh, I got an airplane in the way. I never did understand why this has a rainbow on the tail. That's weird. Hold on, let me move this. So, this was a bit of a project from a couple years ago. Trying to set some speed records. Man, that thing is heavy. Holy crap. Sit you right there. But what I wanted to show you guys was this. It doesn't look like much now because it's been sitting in a box for 3 years and it's kind of beat up and falling apart. But this was a project that myself and a friend worked on for a while, probably a year or more, to set a speed record. We unfortunately didn't make the speed record, but we did get this up to, I think it was 105 miles an hour, if I remember correctly. It wasn't 110. It was somewhere between 100 and 110 miles an hour that we got this thing up to before a tire kind of blew out, and that's what's going on there. And then after that, we never really got around to fixing it, so it sat around dusty in a box. This is something I'm really itching to take back out and do something with, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. And then this is my box of parts, a bit of a graveyard of older things. This one was my baby. This was great. This is a ton of fun. This is for you other RC nerds out there, that is an E-Revo, the brushless edition. And this thing is so freaking fast for what it is anyway. It's incredible. With the right gear put in it, we got about 75 miles an hour out of it. That's why I got street tires, and then these have duct tape on the inside of them to keep the tires from expanding as they speed up. This is a ton of fun. Love it. One thing that sucks about it is that it's very expensive to repair when it breaks. And it wasn't very cheap when I bought it either. I think this thing was like $1,500 when I bought it. But like I said, it was a different time. But anyway, as you can tell, I can talk about RC all day long. I love it. Absolutely love it. Coming back to what I wanted to say about being here is that this storage unit, I mean, this was sort of our lives in a box. Look at this stuff, and I can't help but look at all this and remember our first apartment that me and wifey had together after we got married. It's like it's leftovers, dare I say, from a simpler time when things were just so much different. It's still mind-boggling how different things are now from then, which I guess that would have been like 2013. So between 2013 and the very beginning of 2015, how things have just changed so drastically. Now, speaking of change, I'm happy to say that things are now starting to turn for the positive again for us. And I'm really thrilled to say that. This coming week, there's going to be a little money in the bank, which is incredible. And also, yesterday, I booked my first wedding photography job, and that's outstanding. Now, the only issue with that is that the wedding isn't until September, but it's a good feeling for me because I know that if I just keep at this, I'll be able to book up weddings or portrait shoots and things like that. I guess I feel like if I can make one sale, then I can make 1,000. That's me being optimistic. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible here and just take the good with the bad and just have my fingers crossed, pray, and this and that and the other that what we're looking at right now is the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, with all that being said as well, it's no secret that wifey and I are living with my parents, which is why all this stuff is in a storage unit and not in an apartment or a house or whatever. And I don't remember if I said it or not, but the whole reason that we decided to go there and put everything here was so that we could save to buy a house. And it's a rare opportunity that two adults can just sort of get rid of all their bills for a few months and then just take all the income and save it. And that's what we're doing, so that hopefully, according to a finance company, we should be able to get a pre-approval in the next month or so, and then we could be in a house by the summer. So that would be incredible. So here's to hoping that I'm on the other end of this, or that we're on the other end of this. I gotta stop saying I'm. And that everything is moving up and everything's gonna be great. And then a year from now, hopefully, we're all going to be laughing about all this. So, hope so. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.